I was at a mastermind in Hong Kong last week, and it's a room full of operators, everyone doing minimum six figures monthly, just really big guys. And I loved it because it made me feel really small. And I love feeling small because when you feel small in the room, when you're not the smartest cookie in the room, then that's how you grow. And it's not very good for the ego. And thankfully, I don't have an ego. Maybe a little one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's good for your growth. Anyway, I digress. And someone was talking about marketing, and one of the guys said, hey, you don't need more hacks. You need a model. And they recommended the Hawk model or the Hawk method. At this point, I'd never heard of the Hawk method. And I know marketing. I'm very good at marketing. I said I didn't have an ego, didn't I? But anyway, I do have a slight one, as I said. But anyway, I am very good at marketing, and I've spent more than, I've spent millions of dollars on ads, millions of dollars. And I know how to get someone from being, just a browser to, converting and becoming a customer. So when they mentioned the Hawk method and I hadn't come across the Hawk method, I'm like, let me check it out. So I downloaded it on my Kindle and I read it on my flight back from Hong Kong to Dubai. And it was the things I knew, most of the things, but the way they conceptualized it was amazing. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. It's awareness, nurturing, and trust. That's the entire method, the entire Hawk principle. Awareness, nurturing, and trust. So this became the way now I run marketing for e-commerce. And in this video, I want to show you how. So think of your brand as a machine with 3 gears. Number 1 is awareness. Get the right people to notice you. Get them to know about you, to go from browsing, funny memes and reels to actually clicking and checking you out. Then we have nurturing. Make it easy for them to understand and say, yes, I like this brand. I want this product. And then the last one is trust. Make it safe to buy today. Make them want to convert and transact with you. That's the last, level or the last gear. Awareness, nurturing, and trust. Now, when one gear tries to do all 3 jobs, things feel random, but when you stack them in order, everything starts to click, everything starts to make sense. So let's now dig deep into these 3 gears. Number 1 is awareness. Awareness isn't run more ads. No, it's getting the right person to remember one clear promise. And a simple way to do it is you have one promise, one line. If your product solves scratchy handwriting, say glide on every page. Number 2 is show, don't tell. First 3 seconds, close up of the pen gliding across paper. No fancy edits needed, all right? And the last one is be recognizable, be known for a certain font or color palette or a headline, same shot style across platforms. So people go, oh, it's them again. I've seen them before. Recognition makes your next ad work better. Now, if a stranger watches your ad for 3 seconds, can they repeat your promise in 1 sentence? If not, you need to tighten your ad. Now, number 2 is nurturing. Now, nurturing is the short path from to I want it. Think of it as removing small confusions. So the simple way to do this is match the message. If your ad says glide on every page, the product page headline says the same thing. No bait and switch, no switcherooning. Keep it consistent, keep it congruent from the ad to the landing page. And then when they land on your page, before they can even scroll on the first screen, whether it's on mobile, especially on mobile, or on their computers or laptops, you need to have all the key information: what it is, who it's for, why it's better, credibility, i.e. reviews, and one primary button, add to cart. They shouldn't have to scroll down to see what's going on to be converted. Yes, there will be more elements and features as they scroll down, but the core features or the core benefits should all be very clearly communicated without having to scroll down. And if they're not ready to buy, that's totally fine. As they scroll down, you can keep the conversation going and talk more about your product, the benefits, blah, blah, more videos, and so on and so forth. So here's a quick check for you. Open your product page. Can a new visitor understand the value and the next step without scrolling. If not, tidy the first screen. And the last one is trust. Trust is the closer. Trust is what gets them to pay, not hype, but proof and protection. So the simple way to do this is specific reviews beat generic praise. So when you have reviews, make sure you pin those reviews that are hyper specific, that talk about the product in a very, very clear and descriptive way, and in a personal way, not some generic, great brand, great product. No. You need something that is hyper specific. Now, proof is where the decision happens. Put reviews, press logos, expert quotes next to the price and the add to cart button so they don't bounce at the very, very last minute in the 11th hour. No, you need these things right there, not right in the footer or anywhere else, all right? And the last, arguably most powerful way to build trust is you remove all risk. You show the return policy, the shipping speed, and even a quick support note when they scroll on the price. No, when people feel safe, they don't need a discount to buy. Yes, discounts are good and incentivizing, but you shouldn't need them. So here's a question for you. Could a first-time buyer answer, why should I believe in you? Like, why should I buy from you? Or what if it goes wrong? In under 10 seconds on your page, then yes, your trust gear is working. Now, just to wrap up, I found this model in Hong Kong. I read it on my Kindle flying back to Dubai, and now I run everything through it: awareness, nurturing, and trust. So look at your next ad, your product page, your policies through that lens. Which gear is your weakest today? Fix that one first. That's how you grow on purpose with intention. So comment down below which gear you're tuning: awareness, nurturing, and trust, and I'll reply with one suggestion you can use this week. Take care for now. Peace.